Hi there, good morning to you. This is Kakaki Social. I'm Onoshiorena Obozeghie. Welcome to a new week. Nigeria's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has emerged the chairman of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. The 63rd ordinary session of the Authority of Heads of State and Government that held in Guinea-Bissau on Sunday was his first meeting since assumption of office as the 16th president of Nigeria. He accepted the honor, pledging to bear the responsibility of the office and run an inclusive administration of the regional organization. He was also quick to warn that threat to peace in the sub-region had reached an alarming proportion, with terrorism and emerging pattern to military takeover that now demand urgent and concerted actions.
We will not allow coup after coup in West Africa separation. We must bite back. We can't sit like toothless bulldog and ECOWAS. For the confidence reposed in me, I pledge to you, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that I will do my best. I am just new. This is my first. I'm giving a surprise package. We should make a pledge here that in furtherance of our region's economic recovery and growth, we will commit to democracy and promote democracy and rule of law. I am with you.
All right, so after this, he posted on Twitter, but since we already saw the video, let's go straight to reactions. Shaib says President Bola Ahmed Tinubu would decisively handle the big brother role of Nigeria to the ECOWAS member states very well, which in turn creates a new developmental space for the country. Big congratulations to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on his emergence. For the Godfather, he says this still won't stop him from being shown the exit door, INEC President-elect. And finally, Liberty09 says, I am optimistic official Bola Ahmed Tinubu will assume the position of leadership with distinguishing performances, bringing wisdom and guidance on sub-Sahara Africa difficulties. Yes, Mmesoma. Now, Tinubu took over from Guinea-Bissau President Umaru Mukhtar, and the controversy surrounding the Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination UTME result paraded by 19-year-old Mmesoma Ejikeme seems to have reached its end, as she said to have admitted to forging her JAMB result by herself using her phone. That's what the 8-man committee set up by the Anambra State government to look into the matter said in their report. But the report did not contain how she manipulated the result, and she simply said nothing when asked her reasons for her actions. Now, the panel has recommended that she should apologize to JAMB, her school, and then the state government for the embarrassment. She will also have to undergo a psychological counseling and therapy to help her recover. Rizzi says Insatiable lost a solid score of 249 but wanted to be another, bringing herself, family and all around her to disrepute. What is more worrisome is sitting in front of a camera to declare, I am not capable of. When you know you are lying, she should be punished. For Ezekiel, it says now that it has been verified that Mmesoma committed a crime by forgery, she's a criminal and should be prosecuted to serve as a deterrent because she almost messed up the integrity of JAMB. And it says hashtag prosecute Mmesoma. But tweeting at New Nigeria hashtag, it says, I am still not satisfied. We have seen cases of people sent to Kirikiri for crimes they did not commit or them being forced to say things under duress. I believe the committee owes the world a visual statement from her detailing how she forged and manipulated, not just saying she admitted to the crime. Omaleko says, Mmesoma, you are smart indeed, but my prayer is you need to channel your smartness towards a positive cause. I wish you well in your future endeavors. And here is Kamsi Ochukwu, who is officially the top scorer, the highest scorer in this year's JAMB. She scores 360, and she schools in Ogun State. According to netizens, they said she has reclaimed her stolen mandate. Now, while Innocent has withdrawn his scholarship of 3 million naira worth because Mmesoma's action does not align with their company's value, another person, that's a Bitcoin chief, will still sponsor her because she wouldn't have done it if Nigeria doesn't celebrate leaders with first certificate with no trace of primary to university level of education. And then to one big story of the weekend on Twitter. So this is Kelvin and this is Aisha, the rights activist. So let's see what happened. Because of all that happened on Twitter between the two of them, let's see what trended in the next slide. Hush puppy in hijab. We'll get to this, but let's start from Inin the Beningingi. So someone posted the next pictures on Twitter. We may want to go back, please. Yes, this is LUP71 OB1M. So this is the guy who sang that song while he was voting. So these pictures were posted on Twitter, and the caption in the next slide reads that LUP OB1M Obi Kerenke Obi no give am shishi. Aisha Yesufu collect una money, carry her husband go flex for UK. Una see una life, labor in pain. And he attached those pictures. But reacting to this is David, who says there's dignity in labor, and I salute the young man. However, I know Kashivist Aisha ran them street. But then at this point, she now responded and she said she trained her children with the money she raised from that, since she was now being called Kashivist and no longer activist. And she was asking her own counterpart in that guy's family, what did she do with her own money? So we didn't bring that up because of the words that she used. So let's go ahead to see what next happened. A lot happened, and then this came to the fore, where she says, hope you all can see with your own Koro eyes that APC and PDP are the same, from their politicians to their sycophant. You don't have to believe what I said about both in 2021. See it for yourselves. They are both oxygen-wasting, transactional mindset people. This was when Kelvin came into the picture, and she says, I mean, before now he was there. She says, Aisha, the Peter Obi you campaigned for was in PDP for 8 years, leaving just 3 days to 2022 primaries. Dati Yusuf is ex-APC PDP. Your DG, Doyin Okukpe, is ex-PDP. Pat Utomi is also ex-APC. You spent the entire campaign period begging for donation, but you forgot to beg God for sense and shame. So at this point, she also reacted and she said, you can only beg for what you do not have. So she did not have the money to fund campaigns, but she had sense. That's why she did not ask for sense. So Ayodeji, responding to this, Nana said, hello, as in the hypocrisy of the Labour Party movement is not even so difficult to figure out. It's clear and obvious for everyone to see. If APC and PDP are to be cancelled, why are you flocking towards elements from the same party? Why is it so difficult for Nigerians to move completely away from this? But also in reaction, this P Multiverse says, so that you worked for Nokia and the company failed means that if you move to Samsung, the same company will fail. Since we have failed to build formidable political parties based on ideologies, let's focus on the characters of the individuals we elect into political offices. A lot I said. Aisha came back to say that people like Kelvin are used to campaign funds from already looted public funds and find campaign fund raising alien. Let me repeat again, we must put our monies where our votes are. We must donate to those running for office. Otherwise, we will continue to have those who looted our nation dry perpetrate themselves or their stooges in office. This is where the hush puppy in hijab then came in that was trending, as I mentioned before the start of the story. So Kelvin said, I didn't campaign for either Atiku or Tinubu, not for 1 second. Don't belong to any party's WhatsApp group or attended any party's meeting. Unlike you that was begging for donations and went ahead dancing like a lunatic once credit alert hit your account, hush puppy in hijab. And that was what it was now trending. But Olalekan says, pot calling kettle black. That's responding to Aisha. And he says, you owe it to your people and yourself to account for every penny donated to the campaign of your principal, just like Sowore did. But heaven knows if you are given power, you will be worse than people you condemn. King Daddy also said, from comment section, how many of you asking for accountability actually donated? We have to be sure you are not crying more than the bereaved. And Bashir Ahmed, who came in to support Kelvin, who was against Aisha on Twitter, he says, Odans, you forgot to mention or to remind Aisha Yesufu that Peter Obi left his former darling PDP 3 days before their presidential primaries because of the fear of getting 0 vote in the election. And Aisha says nothing unites APC and the PDP more than herself. But Bashir Ahmed got his own sub when Sani says, Malam, you collected only 16 votes from your entire constituency. This argument is above your political weight. That's how it went down on social media. For days, about 48 hours, if not more, it was them on the social media. And to our final story now, veteran Nollywood actor Kanayo has stirred reactions on social media following his choice of prayers for his son, Montio Kanayo, who is preparing to relocate to the United States of America to further his educations. In a short video posted on his verified Instagram account, the actor emphasized the need for the young Kanayo to maintain his identity as a he while enjoining him to continue holding on to the values of his background. Now, let's see, this is him praying for his son that he posted on Twitter just before he was going to leave. Let's see what he said in the caption. He didn't say that in the video, it was in the caption. He said that. He says, America will be proud of you. Your achievement will cause America to celebrate you. You will imbibe the good of the land and eat the good therefrom. You will continue to be a he from Ezenite Umbisi in Nigeria. Your focus shall be on your books and job, not on tattoos. May ye never depart from your upbringing. Do not forget God. You shall remain on God's radar and GPS. Good luck, boys. Sincerely, Montio. Let's have 3 reactions to this. Laddie says, you must say a big amen, because how do you explain to the village if your firstborn son, your pride and joy, comes back wearing maxi dress? Town boots have felt different my whole life. Zig says, and yes, so he has to marry a she, very important too. And finally, the only blackest says, funny prayer, oh, we have gays, lesbians, and transgender people here in Nigeria, a lot from prayer warrior parents and religious families. It's not America that will spoil your child. Your child will make his decisions on life issues, irrespective of all your prayers. Interesting times on the social media this weekend. And that is everything on Kakaki Social this morning. Thank you so much for being a part of it. If you so wish to reach out to us, our WhatsApp number only is 0811543670. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
That's probably in hijab.
Ah.
I mean, Nigerians just come up with the most, would I even call them mundane names, or it's quite fascinating. But the underbelly of that story is also something for us to examine.
Definitely.
With campaign funding right now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I know that so far, I'm not sure PDP and the APC asked for donations, but I do know that Sowore did, and then the Labour Party did as well. And but Sowore has accounted for his funds in June, that's last month. But I know that right now you would think of OB, transparency and accountability. You have to place them in same line, because he would always tell you, go and verify. But this is same person who his right-hand woman, as we will put it, she went everywhere with him, almost everywhere with him during the campaigns, and she was responsible. She promised that she was going to give an account of what happened. I don't know whether they are waiting for after the court sessions to give an account, but at least you should mention it to people who are asking, because you can't say, oh, you are a transparent person, you are even, it's not like you even forgot. Let's assume that you forgot, but here is a reminder asking you, how did you spend the money we donated from home and abroad? And it's rather work this way.
So it's just a call out for
Definitely.
transparency and accountability.
Yeah.
All right, Rena, let's let you go.
Thank
Do have
you.
a wonderful day.
You too.
All right.